This is He Knows His Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. All right, I want to answer one of these subscribers, and he's been asking me questions about how do I think Errol Spence is going to favor up against Canelo Alvarez. Here's my take on it. Errol Spence obviously is not going to just straight man down and strap season Canelo Alvarez. It would definitely be a lot harder, a more arduous fight for him as opposed to a Mikey Garcia. But I still see Errol Spence getting him out of there. This is probably going to be a late stoppage. I usually don't use the word late stoppage and Errol Spence in the same category or in the same book. But I feel that Errol Spence has the power enough to stop Canelo Alvarez. Yes, I'm going to get vilified for this. I know there's going to be the whole Mexican mafia squad or Mexican boxing community going to come after me. But it is what it is. We've seen Canelo get exposed by the likes of a Floyd Money Mayweather. And please, I don't want to hear that, Floyd Mayweather's a defensive wizard, yada, yada, yada. Bottom line is, Mayweather's never been worked in sparring as hard as he has been with the likes of a Errol Spence. All you got to do is go look at all of the legendary people that were there at that sparring session. Errol Spence gave Floyd Mayweather that work. That was around the time, that was the fight, if memory serves me well, that was the fight right before the Canelo Alvarez fight, the Robert Guerrero fight. So the bottom line of what I'm trying to say is, Errol Spence is that truth. I know people want to sit here and say, Errol Spence don't got no chance against Canelo. What are you talking about? Errol Spence fight at 147. Canelo's now 168. Listen, man. Errol Spence hits as hard as a super middleweight, if not a light heavyweight. I'm going to say that again. Errol Spence hits as hard as a super middleweight, if not the likes of a light heavyweight. He is that damn powerful. This is why I don't understand how these Mikey Garcia fanboys think this dude, Mikey Garcia, has a chance. That dude don't got no chance. That's why I got him getting his ass out of there in 5 rounds. Because I understand what tactical aggression is about. I understand what technical punching placement is about. I understand what body snatching work is about. And Mikey Garcia is going to understand that come March 16th. That's neither here nor there. I'll just continue to rip apart Mikey Garcia and his Mikey Garcia fanboys in my anthology series of why Mikey Garcia will be demolished by Errol Spence. But Canelo Alvarez is a slick boxer. I've given him credit in that regard. But see, you can't out-slick the ones who invented slickness. I'm going to say that again. You can't out-slick the ones who invented slickness. Black boxers are the slickest in the sport for a reason. That's our bread and butter. When all else fails, we know how to be slick. So Canelo Alvarez is only just a manufactured copycat version of the original version of what slickness is. I know y'all gonna say, I'm making this a race thing. No, I'm not. I'm just telling the truth. I'm keeping a buck. I'm keeping it real. I'm giving you 100 and I'm calling a spade what it is, a spade. Black fighters invented slickness. It's in our DNA. When we're trained, from when we're toddlers going up into the boxing amateur ranks and going up, we're taught to be slick. We're taught to slip punches. We're taught to, evade punches, dodge, counter, feint. We're taught to do all of these things, a lot quicker than a lot of other fighters from other ethnicities. And again, I'm not trying to make it a race thing. I'm just speaking the facts. Go look at who the greatest boxers of all time are. What is the common denominator? They got my skin color. There's a reason for that. And I know people are going to sit here and say, you just trying to, who's considered the greatest boxer of all time? Muhammad Ali. What is he? Last time I checked, what is he? Isn't he black? Okay. Who's considered the greatest boxer of this era? Floyd Money Mayweather. What color is he? Black, right? Who's the best welterweight in the 147 division? Errol Spence. What color is he? Black. Who's the undisputed 140-pound division titleist that done went up to 147? Terrence Crawford. And what is he? Black. See, there's a common denominator to everything that I'm saying here. And again, I'm not taking nothing away from Canelo Alvarez. He's a slick boxer. He has good boxing skills. He has good ones and twos. He knows how to counter. He knows how to slug. But my thing is this. Canelo Alvarez has shown in the past. Go look at the Erislandy Lara fight. Go look at the Floyd Money Mayweather fight. Go look at the Austin Trout fight. See, there's just a common denominator, man. If you look at a lot of these black boxers that he has fought in, there's this common thread that you're seeing. He struggles immensely and severely against them. I'm going to say that. He struggles immensely and severely against them because they are slicker than him. Erislandy Lara was considered the runner in that fight. No, he was doing the sweet science. It was hit and don't get hit. It was when he had those moments of being lethargic and being lazy in the ring and being, dumb in his mental boxing IQ. That's when Canelo was catching him. Same thing with Austin Trout. A lot of people have that fight going either way. But the Erislandy Lara fight to me was more so a fight that was controversial than anything. And then we know what Floyd Money Mayweather did. And I know people going to sit here and say Mayweather was the greatest boxer or defensive wizard. Yes, Mayweather deserves that. Hats off to him. He gets credit for all of that. But the bottom line is Canelo Alvarez cannot outslick a very slick boxer. Now, I know y'all going to sit here and say, that don't make sense. Errol Spence has a come forward, fighting style. Well, if Errol Spence is fighting the likes of Canelo Alvarez, he already knows he's at a disadvantage when it comes to size. So Errol Spence is not going to fight that man down strap season style. That's not going to work against Canelo Alvarez because you're fighting a guy that's 3 weight classes above you. What Errol Spence is going to do in that fight is he's going to fight off of his back foot. See, this is the stuff that I'm trying to tell people. People think Errol Spence don't got skills. The problem is not that Errol Spence don't got skills. It's just Errol Spence has not been pushed by a boxer that's willing to help him to bring out everything in that tool yard or that tool shed. Trust and believe that tool yard and that tool shed is wealthy with boxing skills, boxing IQ, mental awareness, mental aptitude in high pressurized situations. Errol Spence has it all, man. He does everything fundamentally sounded. He is technically skilled in all aspects of boxing. But he's found a style that works for him. And it's exciting to the boxing fans. So, hey, why not use it and build my popularity up using that same style? But if he fights Canelo, he's going to fight off of his back foot. And he's going to use his tactical aggression style. But it's going to be more from a defensive standpoint as opposed to offensive. Basically, he's going to be making Canelo miss because there's no disputing the 3 advantages that Errol Spence has in a Canelo fight. He's more athletic than Canelo. Canelo has shown that he has problems when he's going up against an athletic boxer. That's why I feel the Danny Jacobs of the world is going to give him severe problems. Canelo has shown that at times, although his head movement is not bobblehead, he does have a tendency to not move his head enough and not feint enough. If you're fighting the likes of Errol Spence does not waste punches, man. He throws very accurate punches, and his punches has mean intentions. So in a fight of that magnitude against Canelo Alvarez, Errol Spence is going to super make sure that his punches count. At 3, Errol Spence is fundamentally sounded, meaning he knows how to move his feet. He knows how to go in and out. He has excellent lateral movement, which to me will disrupt Canelo Alvarez. If you go back and look at Floyd Money Mayweather, when he was switching it up on Canelo Alvarez, that was disrupting him. When you saw the Erislandy fight, Erislandy Lara fight, when Erislandy was moving around the ring and giving Canelo different looks before he got lazy and lethargic, that was disrupting Canelo. I feel like all of this time that Canelo has fought since he's fought Mayweather, he has not gotten any better in that regard. He's tightened up his other areas, but he has not tightened his area up when it comes to people that are more athletic than him. They tend to give him fits. So this is my take on it. If Errol Spence were to fight Canelo Alvarez, Errol Spence will win by a 12-round TKO stoppage or a 12-round unanimous decision, because he's either going to do a blowout in terms of boxing, and by fighting off of his back foot, or he's going to stop Canelo because of the accumulation of the body punches that he's going to be leveling on Canelo. And I don't care the fact that Canelo is big and he's 168 pounds, etc., etc. I get it. Canelo got a granite chin. You know what I'm saying? Errol Spence is not going to drop him from the chin. But Errol Spence can hurt his body. All boxers have one thing in common. I don't care how powerful you are. I don't care how strong you are. If a person is hitting your body with a good degree of pressure and a good degree of punches, and those punches are counting, they will slow you down and they will make you vulnerable for a knockout. I'm going to say that again. If a good puncher is hitting you with a good degree of body shots and they are slowing you down, eventually it makes anyone susceptible to the knockout. This is He Knows His Sport. Checking out.